Hello and welcome to my tarot corner. So the birthday celebrations are over, and one of the vilest things that I saw was that the sugars just took one of Kate's picture and put Meghan's face on it and wrote, "Who wore it better?" That was really terrible to see. But let's leave that aside. Um, as you can remember, if everyone can remember, in the opera interview, Meghan claimed that nobody told her what she should expect going into the royal family. That she didn't get any help. Nobody helped her. And we know that it wasn't true. We know that the queen assigned her one of her best aides to help her to get into the royal role and to teach her what she should or shouldn't do. And lately, I've been seeing these articles that are repeating themselves about the fact that Kate and Sophie both offered Meghan help in getting adjusted to royal life, and that she declined. So I've decided to check that, the entire energies around this. This tarot deck is another one by Liz Sherman, who created the Mythic Tarot that I've shown you. That most of the interpretation of the tarot cards that I'm using, that I learned, are based on the Mythic Tarot. But this is not the Mythic Tarot. It's another one of her tarot decks. So let's start by just clearing the deck. And start and ask. So did Sophie and Kate offer to help Meghan and were denied? Did Meghan deny the help of Sophie and Kate at the beginning of her royal life? If she did, why did she deny their help in the beginning of their help adjusting to royal life? So why did Meghan deny Sophie and Kate's offer to help her? Okay, as I told you many times, the question in the tarot is very important, so we have to try and cover all bases of the question. So the first card is the significator card, and it is the Two of Pentacles. So the Two of Pentacles is a card of a fake conflict. It is a card or the archetype of someone who actually knows exactly what he's going to do, but is faking a conflict. It's like Meghan trying to tell people that she's having a hard time, but she knows exactly what she intends to do. And because of that, she has denied the offers of help. Now, in this card, the juggling part is very prominent. You can see here a person that is actually juggling between two pentacles, and it looks like someone who is really juggling between things. And also the sea behind and the ships behind are also very prominent. It is also seen in the Rider-Waite, but not so prominent. So it does give me the intuitive feeling that Meghan was already thinking about going away, and this is a part of the reason why she decided not to accept. Sorry about that, not to accept any help. But anyway, she wanted to be seen as if she is trying, she's juggling between everything that she has to do, but this is actually a fake conflict, because she knew exactly what she wanted to do, what she was going to do. And usually when this card is the significator card, it means that whatever she decided to do is the wrong thing, not the right thing to do. And this is a card of someone who burns bridges behind him and searches for problems even when there aren't any. So this is the significator card. The next card is clarifying it, and let's see what it is. And I get the Two of Cups, another two. And the 2 is a number that comes after the ace. The ace is usually a perfect number, something that is whole, something that is showing us the ability to manifest whatever the suit is. In the cups, it is the emotions and the flow. In the pentacles, it's the needs. And then, as my professor used to say, it breaks when the 2 starts, because the 2 is disruption of this whole whole thing, this round whole thing. So the 2 of Cups as a clarification for the 2 of Pentacles actually tells Meghan that she should have been the one who was more active. The 2 of Cups speaks about being more active, being the suitor and not waiting to be courted. Now, we know, at least this is what the articles claim, that she was courted by Kate, by Sophie. She was offered help, but she denied that. And this card actually shows us that she decided not to be the one who is the suitor. She decided not to be active, but to be passive and to let things happen and to deny the help that she was offered. It is like a suitor that gets a no answer. So she actually was offered this help, but she decided not to accept. And this is how these two cards just complement one another, because it shows disruption in the area of the needs, which are the pentacles, and disruption in the area of emotions, which is the cups. And as I told you, the first cycle of the tarot is from 1 to 3, when in the third card we see the first resolution, which is could be the first success or the first disruption, like in the Three of Swords. So actually, if she could have ended with the Three of Pentacles or the Three of Cups if she had chosen the right pathway. The Three of Pentacles, which is recognition and reward. This is the card that comes after the Two of Pentacles if the choice that is being done is the right one. And the Three of Cups is a card of celebration, which is what comes if the querent, in this instance Meghan, chooses to accept what she's offered or chooses to be more active. But since we get two twos, then this is how it goes. And the next card is the card of the past, and in the past we see the Ten of Wands. So we see that it was too much for her. It was too much of a burden. This is someone who takes too much upon himself and also takes it in the wrong way. So this was too much for her to try and learn how to be a royal. That was too much for her. This is Kate and Sophie were trying to help her, but she didn't want any help. Because she didn't want to face that. She looked at it from the beginning that as if it is too much for her. And this is why I think that she was thinking about going away from the beginning, and this is why we see those ships here so prominent. Okay, so what was the hidden influence? And I get the Seven of Cups. And Seven of Cups is a card of dreams. So she had those dreams. She had a clear vision of how she wanted her life to be from the minute that she married or from the minute that she met Harry. And she wanted that dream to come true. And that dream meant acting exactly as she wanted. She didn't want to act as a royal. She didn't want to act in a way that is like the others. She wanted to be unique. She wanted her own vision to realize. And this is the hidden influence here. So she wanted her dream, this dream, to come true. And clarifying this card is the Ace of Wands. And the Ace of Wands is the card number 1 of the Wands suit, yes. And this is a card of being able to realize your needs, your wishes in the material world. So this two cards together, she wanted her dream to come true, and she wanted to be able to realize it, because the Ace of Wands speaks about being able to realize your wishes, and dreams are your wishes. So this is the hidden influence. She wanted her dream to come true. She wanted to have the ability to realize that wish. And having married Harry, she thought that she was on that pathway of being able to realize her dreams. So this is the hidden influence. The present card is the Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords is exactly the opposite of the Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands is the card that usually signifies Meghan in my readings, but as my professor always says, when the Queen of Swords appears, it means that the Queen of Wands is lurking behind her. Now, the Queen of Swords is the one who is exactly the opposite of the Queen of Wands. She is the one who wants to be seen as the idealistic one, the one who has social responsibility, the one who sacrifices everything for the good of everyone else. And this is exactly how Meghan wants to be seen. This is how she wants to be seen. This is how Harry wants to be seen. And if you have seen the article that Prince Charles wrote about how proud he is in both his sons in the way that they act to preserve the environment. This is exactly it. This is exactly how they want to appear, as the idealistic ones, the ones who will sacrifice their own comfort in order to for the good of the society. This is how they want to appear, and this is how Meghan wants to appear right now. Okay, so let's see what is the advice. And the advice is the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is a card of someone who believes that if he stands just one more hurdle, one more obstacle, and everything will be okay. But we know that that's not true, because the next card after the Nine of Wands is the Ten of Wands, which is taking too much upon yourself. So this card actually tells her that she needs to understand that those obstacles are not going to end up in a good way, and she should have listened to what the advice that she was getting, and to accept the help that she was offered, because this card just shows us that she was offered help. She was offered help. Someone did offer her this help. And we know from the articles that it was Kate and Sophie. So she was offered help, and she denied that. And she believed that standing in front of those obstacles will end up in a good way, but it won't. What will happen is that she will just crumble and fall, because it will be just way too much. So this is the first advice card, and the second is clarifying it, and we get the Page of Wands. And the Page of Wands is the card of the eternal student, the one who is never satisfied with what he has, the one who is jumping from one bandwagon to another bandwagon, because he keeps lurking, keeps searching for something that will excite him, something that will be enough for him. And usually he cannot find it. Usually he will go from one thing to another thing, but he cannot find it, because of his archetype, because this is the archetype of someone who is never satisfied with what he has. So even if she could have get her dreams come true, it wouldn't have been enough for her, because this is her archetype. The Page of Wands is the archetype of someone who is never satisfied. So even if she could have had this dream come true, then it wouldn't be good enough. Then there was another dream and another dream, another thing that she will never be satisfied with what she has. And this is something that she needs to take into consideration. And the last card is, what does the near future show us? And we see here the Four of Pentacles. And the Four of Pentacles is a card of someone who acts out of adhering to what he has right now, because he feels threatened. And here in this card, it is very nice to see how someone who is just, hugging the pentacle that he has and sitting on this treasure chest that has maybe more than 3 pentacles in it, but if he feels that he has to sit on it, so nobody will take it away. But if this energy persists, then it will go on to be the Five of Pentacles. And the Five of Pentacles is destruction and failure due to being in this energy. And this is how we will see them, or we will see Meghan acting in the near future. So this is the tarot reading. Now, the oracle cards that I chose are purple. So this is one of the reasons that I chose them. It is called the Cosmic Dances, and I've decided that I will draw two oracle cards, one for Kate and one for Sophie. So first, let's just shuffle. once more. Because I don't think that they should blame themselves for not succeeding in getting Meghan adapted to royal life. I'm clearing the deck. And let's ask for Kate. So an advice for Kate, advice for Kate, advice for Kate. Okay, so this is the first card. Create a sacred place. I think that she's doing that, but it does tell her to to create her own sacred place, a place where she feels secure, a place where she feels happy with her family, and not let all of those vile remarks that she gets from the Sussexes affect her. When you are in your sacred place, then you just concentrate on those things that are important to you, and just don't let anyone disrupt that. Okay, so I am clearing the deck once more, and I'm asking for advice for Sophie. Advice for Sophie. Advice for Sophie. Let's see what we get. And we get collaborate. So this is a perfect card, because this calls her to collaborate with others, collaborate with Kate and with others in the royal family, and just if someone doesn't want your help, then tough luck. That's their problem, not yours. And if you get the collaboration that you need, and you get the help that you need, then you can succeed. If you refuse that, then you cannot succeed. So this is it for this reading. I hope you liked it, and if you did, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.